Beacon be available?
Beacon is available within 30 days, so we're looking at by about the 15th of May.
Okay. And do both the Explore and Preferred get use metrics from us monthly, or are they live for them to view at will?
They're live. When they log into their back end, guys, just so you know, they have a, we call it a dashboard. The dashboard tells them everything about the usage and what's happening on the front end. And eventually, as this thing grows, it'll tell them some other stuff. But right now, yeah, they'll be able to log in and get some of the details about the usage, about the conversions, if they've got a special, how many redemptions, and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so Naomi's asking, so for restaurants, as advertisers could change pricing with Preferred, taking away the complaint that my prices aren't this anymore, like in Print or Explorer? I don't really.
Yes, they can. Yeah, you can do. Naomi, imagine it this way. If you've got a live band tomorrow night and it's Friday, you're like, oh my gosh, we don't have any way to communicate that to our guests. Well, yeah, you do, because you can now log in, because you're the administrator for your account in your particular bar, and you can update who's performing tomorrow night. And that's available in real time. So the guests will get a bing, oh wow, you know, such and such band, they're doing reggae tomorrow night at the bar, let's go there and listen, you know. Hey, there you go. So yeah, that you'll be able to change that information. The content is real, in real time.
Okay. And when we sell a Preferred or Sponsor, are we selling just one property, or will it be local, regional?
We are only selling, right now, guys, we're only selling your project. So if you've got an area and you're working a project, that's the way we're selling it. If you come across a client who says, hey, do you guys have other apps along, you know, this corridor, this region, this country, you know, whatever, let me know that, and then I'll work with Tate and Mike and Jim, and we'll figure out the best pricing for that, because we do that currently with Print. When on occasion someone says, hey, I want to buy into multiple markets, we'll figure out a price point that will work for them. So just let me know when you come across those types of scenarios.
Okay, and Naomi's asking, would it be the same with restaurants by breaking them into type, ethnic, variety also?
Right now, guys, we're just going to have them the categories. So when you go into the attraction section, it will be called restaurants. As we build our database, I'm so open to that, and I have someone else ask me the same thing. So we could do once we get into restaurant, but right now we don't have the database. We need your help to build the database. So yeah, let's build the database so that we can have subcategories in our categories.
So I'm going backwards. Maybe I should have done them in order, but is it only one sponsor per category for whatever the duration of contract term they ask?
No, it can be, you know, like I said, we could be rotating initially anywhere from 3 to 5 in a particular category, and eventually we'll have to cap that once we build serious traction. But out the gate, yeah, we will look at, like I said, between 3 and 5. So once we have that number solidified, we should have it probably in the next week. We'll let you guys know.
Okay.
And just real quick, a quick side note, really quick, in light of that. One of the things, guys, that you will see is real popular, and I'm sure some of you have been out there selling, you know this. There are certain people, certain companies that really want what we call exclusivity. In essence, sponsorship is like an exclusivity. You get a chance to boast who you are over and above your competitor. So let's say I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, which one of the markets I work, and I've got whale-watching tour companies. There may be 5 or 6. Well, one of the guys says, I want prominence, I want prominence. Well, hey, I'm open to that in a small market. If that person wants to buy the exclusive rights to that particular area, hey, guys, let's talk about it. Let's figure out the numbers. And, hey, if he wants to pay for it, I'm open to that. So we'll figure that out. But this is a good way to be able to really work with those types of advertisers. Yes.
This is Naomi. I loved your explanation about the ghost walks and the whale watching and making sponsors, you know, rotate through them. When I brought up the restaurants and the subcategories, because restaurants are restaurants, if somebody wanted to sponsor, and let's say they're a steakhouse, well then, and you have 3 to 5 banners, for restaurants, you could sell an exclusive Italian or
Steakhouse.
Chinese, right?
Right. That's a good point.
That's where I was referring for the sponsorships. You know, if I'm in a property and, you know, an Italian restaurant says, well, I want to be exclusive, I want to be a sponsor, well, that takes away from other restaurants unless they're in a totally different category, kind of like your whale watch and your ghost walk, right?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, guys, really quick before you hit the questions again, Samantha, if you've got the app in front of you, I want to make sure you see the difference between a Explorer ad and a preferred ad. We've gone through and looked at the preferred ad in Isabella's. But if you look right below Isabella's under restaurants, click on Artemis Lake Cafe. Click on that. Now, remember when we looked at the ad for Isabella, there were 6 images, there was content galore below, there was this call button, there was this map connection and engagement, but then there was a lot of cool social media connections, but one of my favorite features was the red floating button, okay, that allows them to push all their cool specials. Now, take a look at this ad here. This is what we call a static ad. It's perfect for those who want to try it out, but they don't believe really in digital, but they just want to be placed, okay? What do they get? They get that image, they get their address, they get their phone number, but notice the phone number is not, there's no call button here. They're like, that's a bummer. Oh, well, there you go. Time to come up to preferred. Okay, I will. And then now, right below that, usually you can tie in like a couple of paragraphs of content if you're an advertiser for the preferred section. Well, in this case, they don't have that capability, okay? And then down below, they have directions. That's nice. But the part that's most important to understand, I think, is this. You don't get, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Smith, you do not get the ability to change your content. He's like, what do you mean, Mark? Well, it's just like your print ad. You're going to give me the approval. This is what we're going to have for that year, and this is what you'll get. But you can't change your content. So he's going to say, well, yeah, so I'm really going to walk the other option. Go ahead, somebody.
This is Sue, and I think I covered this before. There's some typos in here. They hand it to us the way it is. We print it the way it is. We don't fix their typos.
Yeah, the advertisers themselves, guys, just so you know, it's real important because it's tedious for us to do all of their work for them. Here's what we're going to do on the tech side, okay? Tech team, okay? We will receive their ad, okay? We are going to give it a 24-hour approval process time, okay? Because there are certain things you want to make sure it's okay. Yeah, but at the end of the day, what they give us as their approved ad is approved ad. So it's important when you're meeting with a client, Mr. Johnson, got to make sure that your content is right because we're not going to spend time going through every ad for you. We just can't, you know? It's just too hard. It's tedious unless, of course, they want to pay us to do that. Do you want to pay us to manage your content? You want to pay us to edit your content? Yeah, we'll do that. But no. Yeah, in answer to your question, Sue, yeah, they really need to get it right. And I always say to an advertiser, it's really simple. Mr. Johnson, you get one chance to make first impression. So don't be in a hurry. Take your time. Get your content right. Okay.
Mark, with the Explorer, they're not going to be able to change their menu prices, just like in print.
They're not going to be able to change anything. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing in their ad.
That's where you can upsell them to preferred. If they're going to change prices, upsell them. Okay.
That's right.
And Mark, Lewis.
That's right. And by the way, go ahead.
Sorry, Lewis just asked, at present, current cities are not listed. Example, he tries to log in with Dallas, nothing shows up. Is this because there's no sales yet?
Yeah, it's real simple, Lewis. Let me tell you what's going on. We have one property, bro. One. It's up to the reps to help us to put in more, okay? So as we go into those markets, like I was sharing with you earlier, say, Mark, I want to open up the Chicago market. Well, let's get them in there, guys. So I'll help you sign them up, and then as you do that, it'll start coming in. The content will be in there. So, all right. You utilize what I would say, even if you're in Florida, well, no, wherever you are, it don't matter. Use the Lake Tahoe as your working sample, and then as we sell into a new market, then those new markets will come live. We usually could have a hotel be live within 7 to 14 days of receiving their content. So if a property says, yeah, I want in, boom, they want in, we have a contract, we can literally show that contract, and you can sell advertising because we're building the app in some scene. Question?
Jim, can't change content and can't track hits since they don't have a login.
Jim, I'm sorry, say again. What was the question, Jim? Sorry.
His comment was can't change content and can't track hits since they don't have a login.
Correct. There's two types of advertisers. If an advertiser is an Explore-only advertiser, Jim, yeah, they won't have access to anything other than their ads, and they can't change it. See, our goal is not to have guys Explore ads only. Our goal is to have preferred ads, because that's where the monies are. You know, and not only that, see, I don't like selling advertising without a return on investment. I'll tell you why. Because if your client doesn't get a return on investment, you're not going to get renewals. So don't go out trying to sell an ad just for the sake of a commission. Sell the ad for longevity. So if you've got an ad that can give the client traction and some type of return on their investment, when you go to renew your client, you're going to get a client again. So that's why you want to try and provide them the best solution, and I believe that's preferred with sponsorships.
Okay, let's see. One more. Naomi, hold on.
Yep.
No. Hotel pays nothing for the app, true or false?
That is true at present, okay, and I say that for a reason. There may be a time where we build out customizations for properties and a lot more back-end specifications tied into their booking systems and all that kind of craziness. Yeah, that could be called the enterprise version. But right now, it's all free. Nothing. That's free.
Good. And Naomi was commenting, but Explorer would be good for off-season properties and sell preferred or sponsored during the season, right?
Yeah, I think both, because I think we had this discussion once before. If an advertiser has a ski resort, for example, they may not want to do a seasonal ad for 4 months in season. They may want to do a 6-month ad so they can build traction up to season. So, but yeah, the answer is yes.